just me Icke here. I made my music video all by myself, with zero prior experience. And despite some pretty tough circumstances, it was an absolutely amazing journey, downright magical. Maybe you have a video project in mind too, and you're looking for some inspiration. But just like I was at the beginning, you have no idea where to start. Then you've come to the right place. The truth is, without artificial intelligence, I would never have reached my goal. In this video, I'll show you exactly what I mean. But let's be honest, the internet is being flooded with AI slop right now. Stuff like this, loud flashy images but completely meaningless. Until recently, I didn't even realize how serious this problem has become. There are some excellent documentaries about it on YouTube, and I've linked a few of them in the description below. Right now, I'm going to show you a harmless 40-second clip to explain exactly what's going on.
I see magic, white and blue. Though it's fantasy, it feels true. Dragons drag me floating through. Soul invincible, magic you.
Maybe you could tolerate a plotless video for 40 seconds, but none of these clips actually made the cut for my music video Flowers-for-Jonas. It's all just digital trash. Honestly, I just wanted a cute little dragon as a side character. But AI video generators like Kling AI or Runway constantly change the character's appearance, unless you feed them a ton of character reference data. Even though I used the exact same photos and prompts, the dragons looked completely different all the time. That's why I ended up with 4 different dragons in the final music video instead of just 1. These are the original photos I used for those clips. Bottom line, it's incredibly hard to tell a coherent story using only AI tools like Runway or Kling. But it's deceptively easy to generate pretty pictures, slap them together, and bait people into watching endless videos that have absolutely no plot. There are programs that generate entire music videos with just a few clicks. Personally, I think it's garbage. A handful of people are making bank off this stuff, while AI slop floods the internet. It's all driven by pure greed. If you want to dive deeper into the lyrics of my short track Magic You, check out my website. By the way, the song is 100% AI free, so if you hate it, blame me, not the AI. Even the background music in this video is mine, completely handmade. I might do another making of video later about how I produced the song Flowers-for-Jonas with 60 audio tracks in Reaper. But today, it's all about the visuals. I'll explain it with 3 examples. One without any AI video generator, one where I also used the video generator, and one where it made up the majority of the content. If you haven't seen the music video yet, you can click the card in the top right corner to watch it first. I put the music video together in DaVinci. About 70% of it was documentary footage created without AI video generators. In my first example, I'll explain why AI still played a significant role in my entire project. I'll also briefly touch on video editing and how to salvage shaky footage. The rain of floating blooms scene reflects my hope that my son Jonas will get better soon. First, I described the scene in the video generator Runway. Subtle rays of light descending from above, floating dust particles and slowly drifting petals. Any human idiot would have understood it. Bam! Not the stupid AI! So I built everything in DaVinci Resolve. The rays of light were easy, but the dust particles, not at all. You can create magical effects here. Downside, it's incredibly complicated. Upside, you're not at the mercy of chance like you are with Runway. Everything does exactly what you tell it to do. Oops, way too many blooms. I stacked several layers to create depth, with blooms in between, in the foreground, in the middle, and in the back. Took me 10 hours to build this, for just 8 seconds. But that's exactly how I wanted it.
Flowers-for-Jonas.
To use complex software words like these, DaVinci, Reaper, WordPress, and many more, would have taken me years in the past. Now it takes me days or months, thanks to text-based AI like Google, ChatGPT or Claude. I ask them how to solve a problem. Here is my conversation with Google about the bloom scene. 36 pages just for that. I often save these step-by-step instructions in text files. Sometimes the AI gets it wrong, but I notice, because it doesn't work, I point that out and get a solution, most of the time. It's like having a brilliant specialist right beside you, but sometimes he gets too complicated or goes completely mad. Example, imagine your hairdryer suddenly catches fire and you ask it Hover, "Hey Google, what should I do?" And Google would give you long explanations which part in the schematic was to blame. On my website, you'll find out what Google actually recommended to me, even more absurd. And yet, for me, AI is like a sparring partner. It helps me develop ideas, test them immediately, and often turn them into reality, like my QR code cards. But the original ideas and unusual connections always come from me, never from AI. I also watch tons of YouTube tutorials to get the big picture and learn specific skills like video editing. These photos from my music video are AI-free, animated only in DaVinci.
We're so versatile, ready and set on living.
In DaVinci, I rescued lots of really shaky footage with AI features that didn't exist a few years ago. If I ever do something like this again, I can find the instructions with just one click in my Make a Video file. For more information on project organization, check out my website. I didn't have any footage from Jonas's hospital stay in 2014, so I had to recreate everything. In just 30 seconds, I showed how Jonas got ill and ended up in hospital. You see the first half of this section up to his arrival there. Now I'll explain the last 2 seconds of it. The hospital was generated in Runway. I didn't want to use a real hospital and risk privacy issues. Here I'm walking through the ruins of a nearby church, where I hike almost every day to stay in shape. I cut myself out with DaVinci's magic mask, but I had to crank up the contrast so much that my hair stood out from the pale stone behind me. That's why my black trousers turned blue. Then I stood in for Jonas, cut out my performance and uploaded it to Kling AI with photos of Jonas using motion control. Here. But AI video generators only seem to understand model proportions. I couldn't convince Kling that Jonas is tall and thin like me. So I stretched him in DaVinci and darkened his hair. Done. Then matched the movements of the two of us, uploaded it to Kling again, prompt, add shadows, leave everything else unchanged. What a difference from effortless AI slop. I did reuse the movements from the hospital scene one more time. This is the street where we lived. Our car, me, all the real thing. Despite using AI, this scene is much closer to reality than one with other actors would have been. The next scene, on the other hand, is surreal. Humanity is threatened by dangers of its own making. AI, here in the form of combat robots, engineered viruses, wars, and much more. People like my son Jonas, whom we so desperately need to help solve these problems, are missing because far too little research has been done into his illness. I was surprised how quickly I created this opening image in Runway, but unfortunately it didn't stay that easy. In the next video attempts, the flash just froze and the atomic explosion was missing. Better. No, way too much! I couldn't use that either. And why are the viruses exploding now? I had to do a lot of post-processing in DaVinci. With AI video generators, it takes countless attempts, and something is always wrong. Then you have to smooth out awkward glitches and film grain to get rid of that overly clean look, and so on. Here's the imperfect result after several hours.
What I know it's real. Who's gonna save the world when you're just lying in bed now? We need people like you, my son.
For me, AI video generators are just one of many tools, but the most important thing is my brain. What really matters is pragmatism and simple original ideas, and AI can't do that.
Wheel every ray of light to stab every sound to hammer low.
If you like this video, please hit the like button below. It would really help me out. Thanks. Discussing the serious dangers of AI would be important, but it's hardly possible on the internet anymore. The extremes silence you. When I recently mentioned in an online forum that I'd used AI for my video, those AI haters immediately labeled me a slop creator. What nonsense! With slop, AI just makes up junk and replaces human work. My brain, on the other hand, is stimulated by the constant back and forth with text AI. I learn much faster, and this project was only possible because of it. A slop producer can easily churn out 90 slop videos a day. I make one in 90 days. That's a ratio of 8,100 to 1. If YouTube stopped rewarding these mass producers of trash, the slop would disappear. I'm non-profit anyway. Well, if you want to make a video, don't settle for cheap slop, because what really counts is what AI doesn't have. What's between your ears? Magic you. In the next video, I'll tell you why dragons appear in my music video and how unintentionally funny AI was along the way, AI slapstick, and why Jonas is a true dragon rider.